welcome back to my channel. Okay guys, today's video we're gonna be doing this glam tutorial. Yes, glitter, red lips, smoky eye. I have so many smoky eyes that I want to show you guys, but this was like one that I could show you because I'm missing a product that I really want to show you how to use. So once I get that in, I'll be doing another like really smoky eye. And but this is such a beautiful look, and this is one of my go-to glam looks, like for a special event. But I wanted to show you how to recreate it, so that's what I will be showing you today. And I know that this is a weird time for everybody, that you're stuck at home because of the C word and because we're on the Q word, but I don't want to talk about those words on this video, okay? So we're not going to think about that. We're going to think about happy times and start planning where you're going to use this makeup look to go to. So some of you might go to dinner, to a quinceañera, to a wedding, to a date, I don't know, but start planning those type of fun events, okay? Don't think about the situation that we are in right now. I hope all of you guys are safe, and please make conversation on the comments section below. And yeah, let me know what you think and how are you doing and all of that good stuff. But thanks for tuning in, and we are starting the tutorial now. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with today's primer. I picked up a new primer. This is the Professionals. It's the new gel-like matte rescue. So we're going to be trying this for the first time. It's a different consistency. If you guys had been used to trying the original poreless primer by Benefit, the Professional, this is like a gel-like consistency, compared to the other one was more like a silicone, silky type texture. And what you want to do with these is work them into your problematic areas. So for me, it's my cheeks and my nose. So I'm going to apply it more so on that area. Okay. Remember, try not to tug so much on your face, just work it into the skin. But it's a really cute package, really cute packaging. And after that, I'll be applying my usual makeup foundation. And for concealer, I picked up a new concealer. It is the Boing concealer by Benefit also, and it looks like that. It's really cute. It's supposed to be a cakeless concealer. I am trying it for the first time, so we shall see. I picked it up in number 3. It's a doe foot applicator, like so. Okay, and what I like about picking things up at Sephora and I usually shop online at Sephora since I kind of I always like usually pick up the normal things, like what I always get. So at Sephora they have this color ID system where if you already know for a fact what your color is on your on a specific foundation, like let's say that I know for sure that my color in the Fenty Beauty foundation is the 190, then you just input that information on the match ID, and it'll find whatever color best matches in whatever new concealer or new foundation you want to try out. So I like that, and that way I wasn't forced to have to go to the store and try it out. I just put in, you know, what color I was in the Fenty Beauty foundation, and it matched me with that number 3 concealer. I do like it so far. It does spread out easily. It looks pretty good. Although I think for this makeup look I would apply it again, just because I want something more full coverage. So I will apply another layer, and I'll let it dry a little bit just so it can get a little bit like tacky and like kind of sit better on my under eye. So I got, like I said, I got the number 3, but let's see how it wears afterwards, because sometimes the foundations and the concealers do oxidize, or they get darker. That's what that means. It gets darker when you go outside, or you know, things like that. So hopefully, I don't think that's the case. I've heard really good things about that concealer. That's why I wanted to try it out, but we'll see. So now that I've let it like sit under my eye for a little bit, I'm gonna just go ahead and blend it out. And I'm really happy because during this time that, you know, we said we weren't going to be using the C word or the Q word, right? I've been able to clean out some of, you know, old makeup and old stuff that I've used and I don't touch anymore, and you know, it's pretty old and not recommended to wear, all those kind of things. I was able to find this cute mirror that I had. It's a Frozen edition mirror that I had bought like so long ago from Sephora, and I forgot I had it, and it's so cute. So I'm happy for that. And I've also been able to clean out, you know, stuff I don't need. So now we're gonna set our makeup and bake our under eye for our look. Alright. And remember, I set heavily under here because that's where I tend to crease the most, and also my forehead. Alright, so now that we are there, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows, and then I'll get ready to do my eye makeup. Okay, so now after applying our eyebrows, I will be using the P. Louise base for my eyelids, and again I'm using it in Rumor 1. I really like this base because there are different shades of it. They have like pink, more pink undertone, more white undertone, you know, so it just depends on your preference. There are lighter, darker for all skin colors. So I will be applying it all over my eyelid. Base on them for our eyeshadow. We are going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, the first volume, and I'm going to just be putting a very light crease color first, like a transition shade, and then from there I'll be darkening the outer part of the eyelid. Okay, and remember to blend. Like once you've set down all your eyeshadow, like in the main focus points, then from there with just the brush, no more product, blend outwards and up. Okay. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. And right now we have plenty of time for you guys to practice, you know, and make perfect. So it's a blessing in disguise. Okay, blend, blend, blend. Don't be scared. Okay, now once we have our transitions shade in place, we are going to start darkening that outer corner of the eye. So with the palette that I have, that I'm working with, which is the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm going to, this was the shade, this shade is the one, the middle one is the one I took for my outer part of the crease. Now to start shading in and going in, I'm going to be taking these 3 bottom shades. I know that this is a more warmer orange. No, it's not. I know my colors, okay? I know that this is a warmer brown, but we can blend it in with the cooler brown, and then finally, like, just dab the black, just to kind of put in some depth in the very center of that smokiness. So for the brown, for the warmer brown and the cooler brown, I will be using the same brush. That's not a problem. But for the black, I will be needing a more tapered brush, like a more of a pencil-like brush. So I can use this tiny, this is from the Morphe Jaclyn Hill set. It's JH39, and I'll be using that one on the very last part of the black. Okay. So at this point, you can really take it anywhere. If you really wanted to do like more of a summery look, more of a bright look, you could even take the red tones that you have right here, the brick. You could do this one like more fanned out and then go in depth with this one, and then end, instead of using the black as your last, you could use the second, that warmer brown as the last like in-depth color. So you can really take it anywhere that you want, but I'm going to stick with the darker brown shades just because I really want that glitter to pop at the end. So we're gonna go in, and remember, you want to focus first and foremost on where exactly you want the color, and then when you have it down, you can blow it out and smoke it out as far as you can or want to. That's the point where I start blending out and smoking it out as far as I want to take it. And since you already got the brush dirty with the black, if you have another like more fluffy brush, and I can use like something like that, if you have something more fluffy, you can go back in with that color that you had set, and you can like fan it out. If you accidentally go too far with that original, with the darker color, you can go in and reapply the lighter color. So that's not a problem. Okay, so now I'm ready to I'm gonna be doing it on the other side before I take the darker color, because remember, it's harder to, you're gonna have to change brush if you do all one eye and then do the other eye. So I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. And I do have my Grey's Anatomy in the back because I did go back to the OG, and it's playing since we have nothing but time. So I'm doing the same and applying where I want my color on the other eye. Now I'm blending with the remaining product. I'm blending it out. Okay, so now we have something like this. Okay, now that we can move on to the darker shade. And I just want to dab it on there because I don't want to lose the other colors that we've put down. And if I fan it and blend it out, then we might lose, which we can always go back and blend and reapply, but you just want to be careful that you're not losing what you already put down. Okay, so then now that we have that, okay, with the tiny brush, remember we're gonna take that black and we're gonna apply it very carefully to the middle. We just want to intensify the inner part, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and take advantage that the brush is tiny, and that same color, I'm going to intensify the outer part, and then I'm going to barely drag it back. Barely drag, okay? Just to smoke it out, because I'm going to be applying eyeliner, but I just want that eyeshadow to peak above the eyeliner. Okay, so I'm going to barely smoke it out and just reach the middle of the eyelid and go back. Okay, and blend upwards. And it doesn't really matter if you mess up, because remember that you're going to be taking the glitter and applying it either way. And then I'm going to show you another trick once the glitter is on, so you don't have to worry about it not being perfect. Okay? Alright, so now that we have, isn't that pretty? Now that you have that down, we are going to take the glitter, which in this case I'm using Diamond Dust by Stila. Okay, and it looks like that. I love these. These are so beautiful, and they're so pigmented, and they're just really easy to work with. So you can just apply directly with the applicator that it comes with. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to apply it to the inner part of the eye, like so. Okay, and I'm going to stop right like halfway. Okay, like halfway. Okay, and with it was only, I only used one side of the brush. So with the other side, I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, so now that you have a better, okay, so now that we have set down our glitter, the glitter part of our eye, we are going to take the lighter brown, the bottom three, this lighter shade, and we are going to take that and blend the glitter with the darker part of our eye. Okay? And don't be scared. You can always go back and reapply glitter if you feel like it has been lost. Okay? But you're going to blend, 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 blend. Okay? And just so that you can see what happens. Alright, so now that we have that, okay, remember that you can kind of blend out. You could take a little like a fluffier brush, okay, if you feel that the color is kind of like not found out enough, and go in with that lighter color again and blend out. Okay, see now that we have it blended out. Alright, now what we can do is with our little tiny kind of like flat brush, we can apply some highlight to the top, and you could take either one of the two from the palette. I'm going to take the first one just because I feel like it's not as bold, and I want the attention to be in the middle, like in the inner corner of my eye. So I'm going to take that first shade and I'm going to apply it to my brow bone. And I know it looks like, okay, well, what was the point of shading out your, or blending out your shadow if you're going to just apply the highlight on top? But there's always a reason for my madness. So again, you're going to take that same fluffy brush and you're going ta-da! So I feel like I could still use a little bit more black, so just to smoke it out. So I'm gonna go back with the black and reapply it. And then blend. And really, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much the trick of the trade. Like, apply it, blend it, apply it, blend it. You're gonna be doing that back and forth, okay? But I'm going to leave my palette out because I will, after I clear everything underneath my eyes, I will be going in with a thinner flat brush to apply eyeshadow to the bottom. Alright, so now that I am going to move on with the face, I'm going to set the rest of my face. There we go. And now I will be applying my complexion. Okay, so now I will be putting on bronzer. And for bronzer, I will be using the Hoola bronzer. Okay. Okay, now call me crazy, but I've just gotten to the point where I just do my makeup so much, or I just know my face very well. But I'll take the same brush, okay, and I'll just apply a little bit of the bronzer, like on the very tip, try. And I'll flatten it, like pinch it, right? And I'll use the same brush to carve out to contour my nose. All right, and you see it does look harsh, but we'll fix it. Okay. All right, you see? All right. Now, what we will do to fix that is with the same brush, we can kind of blur it out. That's why I said to barely apply, like barely put some just on the very tip of the brush. Okay? And that is that. And here, if you kind of feel like it got kind of on top with the concealer side that you applied, just you can tap it in the middle. Okay. And I really don't know how well that the primer worked, because I really still see like my pores are very visible, like very, I don't know. But well, I guess I'll just have to try it a couple times more to get a better feel. But that's the nose and that's the cheeks. Now for blush, I will be using a pink blush because I will be using the red lipstick. So don't hate me, but I just found these as I was cleaning. I'm gonna be using the MAC, the Simpsons collection, and this is a pink sprinkles, okay? And I know it's so pretty, and it's not gonna be something that you can find, but I just wanted to use it because I've never used it, and I just wanted to see what it looks like. So I'm gonna be taking it on this type of brush. It's from the Jaclyn Hill collection JH06, and so I'll be applying it. I don't know how well it's gonna pick up, or it's really pretty. It's really subtle. It's not your Tia Loud Pink blush, but it is very pretty, very subtle. I think you can maybe pack it on, and it can get that Tia Loud Pink, but if not, if you just barely apply to the apples of your cheeks, it's a very subtle pink. Like you can I think like layer it on, but we don't want the Tia because we don't want the Tia Loud Pink because we're gonna have a red bold lipstick. Okay, so then now that we have our cheeks and we have all that going on, I'm going to go back before I set with the makeup spray. I want to go and set I'm gonna go ahead and set the under eye with the eyeliner. So I'm going to take a flat brush like this, and I'm gonna take the darker, I'm not gonna take the black, I'm gonna take the darker brown, the second to last, and with that I'm going to be putting that on the bottom of my eye. And I'll tell you why I'm not going in with the black and why I'm going in with that brown. You can go, if you're wearing a black dress and you just want the dramatic black, you can. I'm just not, because I like the eye to have dimensions. Like, you know, if I wear pink on the upper eyelid, I want to wear like orange on the bottom, you know, just be different. But you can. I mean, the black is not a rule or something that is just preference. Okay, so now that we have smoked out the bottom, I'm going to take a pencil eyeliner, and this is just a NYX Professional NYX color, and it's jet black. So that's why I wanted to go offset with a different color and not use the black, just to change it up. But like I said, if you want the dramatic and intense, by all means you can do the black eyeshadow. So in this case, I will be applying that pencil on the bottom and top waterline. Okay, and then again I'm gonna take more of the color, and I'm going to reapply just to set the pencil eyeliner. Okay, Now, if you wanted to apply color, like let's say that you wanted the focus to be your eyes, and you were gonna go with like a neutral or skin color lip or a nude lip, then what you could do to kind of add more dimension to your eye is do like a pink or purple or blue or turquoise underline on your bottom. You could even do like something like this or this blue. Oh my gosh, this blue would look beautiful if you did it as your under eye. Like you could put white. I could even do that look on another channel, but you know, you can pretty much take this and run with it. Okay. So now that I've done that, I feel like I went a little bit. Okay. And you're going to want, if you do put the black eyeliner in your waterline, in the bottom waterline, you're going to want to set with some type of eyeshadow powder afterwards, because if not, usually the pencils that you use for your waterline are very gel-like, like they glide on your hand, like you know when you test it or when you put it on, they glide. So when you put it on your eye, it's gonna have the tendency to, if you don't set it, it's gonna be like down here by the time that the day's over with or your event is over with. So it does help to set it with a powder, and that way it doesn't run from the bottom of your eye. It doesn't, like, you know, stain the rest of your eye. So now that I have that, I can go ahead and set my face to put highlighter. So I will be doing that. Okay. And now that we have that, for today's highlight, I will be using an oldie, but one of my favorites, and I think I bought like 3 of these, and I'll tell you the story. This is the Jaclyn Hill and Becca Champagne Pop. Looks kind of like that. It's very pretty, but I know this is old and I probably shouldn't be using it, because you're supposed to use it like within 24 months, 2 years, and I know it's probably been longer than that, but we'll just see how it works, and hopefully it doesn't break out my face. But I bought 3 of these because I originally had bought one, and me being the smart person that I am, I don't know how I dropped it, and it broke. Like, it shattered in a million pieces. I was so sad, and I hate when the powders like fall on the floor because it's so hard to pick them up. But yeah, there was no way that I was going to be able to restore that highlighter. So then I just went online and I bought 2 more, because I was like, if it happens again, I'll have another one. So guess what? I haven't even hit pan on this one, and the other one is in its packaging in my drawer now. So yeah, I know it's bad, but anyway, I'm glad I was able to clean out. Okay, so I applied the highlight. You see how pretty that is? I have forgotten how pretty that highlight is. So I applied some on the tip of my nose, and just to finish the look, For the highlight, I'm going to apply some on the bridge, on my cupid's bow, and on the bridge of my nose. Okay, you see how pretty that looks? And I also applied some here. Now, when you apply it here, sometimes you lose, like it leaves like a cast, like a white cast on top. So whenever that happens, that means that you have to blend or try to blend the highlight in. So with the either a clean brush or my blush brush, I am going to try to blend on the outer parts, just to get rid of that cast, that excess, you know, powder that the highlight might leave. Okay, so then after that I will be doing my eyeliner, and I'll leave the camera on just so you can see how I do my eyeliner. But I will be trying to do like a more dramatic eyeliner from now on, because I feel like although it looks good in person, it doesn't really like pick up well. It doesn't really pick up well on camera. And you're not really, I'm just doing it for the actually like the intensity of the inner part, because the outer part, it kind of blends in with your eyeshadow. And you know you have a good glitter, like a good either eyeshadow or glitter product, or in this case glitter eyeshadow, liquid glitter eyeshadow. You know it's good quality when it's so fine that it doesn't interfere with your eyeliner. Because if you have like coarse or chunky glitter, and it's not a good quality, like no shade, but some of like the glitter that people use for hobby purposes, like that you can buy at Hobby Lobby or Walmart, or those kind of glitters that they're not for makeup purposes, like they're for putting on clothes or stuff like that, and they're just like, people are like, well, I just had that hanging around, so I just decided to use it on my face. Some of those, you shouldn't use for your face because they will cut, so they're not recommended to. And you'll see that when you try to apply sometimes glitter eyeliner on top of some of those type of glitters that they're not very fine, it'll be chunky. Like your eyeliner is not able to sit well on top of it because it's so chunky, and it doesn't apply or glide on as well. Okay, so then now that I have the eyeliner, it looks like this. And for mascara to put underneath my fake eyelashes, I'm going to be using the Roller Lash by Benefit. I know today's just a Benefit day, but I actually picked this up at Sephora when I got on my online shopping little spree. I got the Benefit Professionals, I got the Boing concealer, and I picked this up. And in this package, you actually received a free mini roller lash. So I wanted to try, actually I've tried this before and I really like this mascara. And so the mini one, I'm just gonna take it for, like, you know, whenever I have my fast makeup bag, makeup bag. So I'm gonna use it today, and I really like it because the actual wand does curl the eyelash, and I had forgotten how good it is, and it's kind of like this kind of wand. It kind of like curves. It's not picking up very well. Focus, focus. Okay, I think this is as good as we're gonna get. You see it kind of curves up. So I really like this mascara. And since I saw that deal, it's a, you buy, it's a package. It comes with the little one. And usually if you would buy both separately, I think it would be like 30 or like $38 or $40. But with this deal, you got both of them for $25, which is like the price of just the big mascara itself. And I like this mascara, or I don't know if it's the actual brush, because it's like a silicone kind of brush. It's rubber. It's not the normal plastic brush. And I like it because I feel like it doesn't pick up so much mascara. So it just picks up just enough to comb through your eyelashes and distribute it evenly. And it does, like, I feel like it really curves your eyelashes, like it curls them, because my eyelashes suck. Like my eyelashes go immediately straight down. So I feel like this one does actually, and I've forgotten how good this works. So I think that when we have the brushes that say that it's the curl and it's supposed to curl, the trick is to try to use the entire brush. So try to like turn the brush, try to turn the brush as much as you can to actually get that effect. So you know what I mean, like turn it. You know, turn the brush entirely. So now what I'm gonna do is just get my bottom lashes, because you know I love and can't miss. And if for some reason you got a little bit of mascara on the bottom, I don't know if you can see, I got some up here, like down here. What you can do is with the same brush that you had used to put the eyeshadow underneath, you could just use that and drag it. Like drag your eyeshadow beneath, you know, to kind of mask where you got the mascara. You see? And that's it. Okay, so now since we have everything ready and all that, now we just need our eyelashes. And I will be using today another pair of Batty B lashes, and these Batty B's are in Saucy. Okay, and they're a little bit more dramatic, I feel, but they're very wispy, very pretty. They kind of look like that. Okay, and I'm going to be using the Duo glue in dark. So this is a black eyelash glue. And the applicator, this one's different. It's a little brush actually. Okay, so I'm going to apply the glue. And this one actually I feel dries quicker than the white one. I think that it's because it doesn't come out as much. You don't get as much product that comes out like with the white a normal tube, so you're able to kind of like evenly spread it out. Okay, and remember that we are going to let them sit for a while. Okay, now while we let them sit and dry and get a little tacky before we apply them, I do want to talk about the lipsticks that we're going to be wearing. So I have two choices, and these are just my favorite that I like, and I really, how can I explain it? Don't make me choose, because I really like both of them, and it's just really like, it just depends which one I find first. They're both, I think, the same, I would say the same shade. Red lipstick is my favorite. I just feel that it goes so well with my skin color. But I don't know if it's gonna be a fair swatch, because I'm trying to swatch them for you, but I don't know if it's fair because the Stila one is kind of running out. So I don't know if it's gonna be, the payoff is gonna be the same. Okay, so I have, for choice number one, I have Stila. Okay, and this is the same brand as the glitter eyeshadow, and this is in Beso. Okay, and then I have the Fenty Beauty. Okay, and this is in Uncensored. Okay, you can see that. Okay, this is in Uncensored. So here I have swatched, okay, the colors, and this is the Fenty Beauty color. You see it's a little bit, almost nothing, barely more darker. And this is the Beso, the Stila one. So the Fenty Beauty is ever so darker, and I think, I want to say that's my favorite out of both of them, but price point, I'm not sure what's the difference. So yeah, I just also like the Stila one. It has more of a thicker consistency, and this one glides, like it applies as a liquid, and it dries very well. I've worn them. The longevity of both of them is pretty good. They probably like stay on all day basically. Although I don't know if I don't know if I've just gotten to the point where I don't really have to apply in the middle of the day. But yeah, this one I would say that it's just it's easier to apply because it just is so much liquidy. But both of them work very well. But I'm just for the sake of the video, I will be using this color. And I think before I apply it, I'm going to be checking on my eyelashes, and I think they're ready. So let's apply the eyelashes. Ooh. Yes. Such pretty eyelash. Okay, now for the other one, and it helps so much, guys, if you let it sit and let it get a little bit dry. It helps so much because look how easy, like it doesn't lift. It doesn't lift up when you move it around. Okay. And I just give one good pinch to kind of help marry my eyelash, my natural eyelash, with the falsie. And okay, and then for some reason, like I've said, for some reason you kind of feel like you kind of lost a little bit of the, you know, messing with your eyelash, you lost a little bit of the eyeliner, just go back in and reapply. Okay, and that's that. Okay, and so now we're gonna, to finish off the look, I'm going to be applying the liquid lipstick. It's so pretty. Like, this is my favorite. I don't lip line. I know a lot of you are gonna kill me, but I don't lip line. I just never have gotten in the habit of doing it, so I just don't lip line. And usually what I do is that when I barely apply, I will drag it to the bottom as far as I want to, just to get that even line, and then from there okay, now the only thing that I do want to say, that is the look. The only thing that I do want to tell you whenever you're choosing a red lipstick is make sure that the undertone is blue. I know it's weird, but whenever you have, you see how kind of the outer part looks bluish? I don't know if you can actually tell, like you could tell more on this one than on this one. But when the undertone of the lipstick is blue, that will make your teeth look white. If the undertone of the red lipstick is orange, that will make your teeth look yellow. So that is very important whenever you're choosing a lipstick, a red lipstick. If ever you choose a cool tone, make sure that it's, make sure that you choose a cool tone lipstick so that your teeth look white. If you're ever applying a lipstick and you say, why do my teeth look yellow? Why do my teeth look yellow? Or, more yellow than, than when I wear other shades, then usually it's because of that. Because the undertone of the lipstick is orange instead of it being blue. So that's why it's important to choose, these. And usually, if you swatch them against your skin, you can tell. Like you can tell, like the edge if it's dark. I can't really. I don't have nothing to compare it to, but yeah, that does make a big difference. Okay, so that is the look. I know some of you had asked me for glitters, and there it is. but the lipstick does complete it. But yeah, that is this look. Alright, and I'm so happy you guys tuned in. Thank you so much for tuning in and for watching me and for following me. Please subscribe and share with your family, your friends. If you like this, thank you so much, and see you next time.